Hey guys, Sean here, and I wanted to just make a quick video to talk about business and tax. And this might not be the sexiest of subjects out there, but I think it's really important at this point in the program just to talk about it because we do get a lot of questions on it. Now, I'm going to refer you to who I think is the best experts on business and tax at the end of this video, so stay tuned. I just have to sit there and say, I am not a tax expert, okay? What I'm just telling you is my experience in owning a business over the last 10 years and just giving you some little insights of sort of the pros and cons between operating as an individual versus operating as a business entity, whether that's a corporation, an LLC, or whatever entity exists in your country, okay? So the first thing I want to say that was really shocking to me, when I first started, I started as an individual. And in Canada, we don't have LLCs. I'm Canadian, as many of you know. We only have corporations, but I didn't have a corporation set up. And the second I set one up, probably about 3 years after I started my business, the amount of things I could write off, the amount of tax savings that I had was ridiculous, okay? Things like food, travel, some of your rent in your house, the purchase of a course like the one you're watching right now, okay? At least in Canada for a corporation, I was able to do things like that. And I'm pretty sure in countries that you exist in, and especially the United States, all the things I just talked about can also be written off. In fact, I know for a fact, the company I'm going to talk about at the end of this video, you can actually write off the majority of the cost of this program as long as you start a business entity within a few weeks, maybe a couple months of purchasing the program, okay? So again, don't quote me on that, but I know that that's a possibility. So imagine it cost you maybe, I don't know, $400 to set up a business entity, again, just an estimate, and you paid whatever you paid for this program, the amount of money you will save by being able to write off the cost of this program will easily pay for the $400 that it takes to set up an entity. So it's almost a no-brainer. The other benefit of having a business entity is liability. Not saying you're doing anything wrong. I've been in business forever. I've done millions and I've never been sued. But if somebody ever sued you and you were not set up as a business entity, you are liable. They can come after your house, your mortgage, your car, whatever they want. If somebody goes after your business, worst case, you just go declare bankruptcy. You can still keep your home, you can still keep your car, things like that. You want that liability protection, okay? And the final thing I want to talk about, and there's way more benefits to having a business than I can cover in this video, but it's access to capital. Whether that be a loan from a bank or just getting access to credit cards that have better payment terms or great access to credit card cashback and points, it's much better to actually have a business entity versus being an individual. And some of these things you might need to put together a business plan, but I can tell you right now, I have 3 Amexes that I have on my business that give me crazy points. I used points last year, 2022, to fly to 5 of the world's 7 continents, first class, 100% free, just by using the business credit cards and the points that came with my purchases, okay? So none of this is obligatory. It's all optional. I'm not trying to pressure you into signing up for a business. I'm saying it probably makes sense for you to start one sooner rather than later, specifically because if you sign up for a business entity quick enough, you can probably even write off the cost of this program. All right. Now, the company that we work with in this space is called Prime Corporate Services. Okay. You're going to click on a link below, primecorporateservices.com/123profit. Don't worry if you don't remember that. It'll be below the video to the right. Somewhere around this video, there will be a link. Those guys have set up a free 15-minute consultation with anybody who clicks that link. Nothing is obligatory. You don't have to buy anything. What I would say is if you did go with one of their packages, I think right now what they're doing is they're writing off most of the cost of the business entity setup. And all you got to really do, guys, is just jump on a call. It's 15 minutes. It's free. Whether you go with them or not, it doesn't really bother me. It's just an opportunity to hook you guys up with what we think is the best business tax expert in the space. Okay. So really, that's it, guys. Just wanted to have this video. I think it's very important to cover. And with that being said, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.